And it's not just how we do a bad job of hiding our blitzes. What really irritates me, guys, are the amount of delayed blitzes that we run. I don't know if
Oh
that
my
irks you
goodness.
guys as much as me, but Chavez, man, what do you think about the way we blitz?
Man, you called that out. You called that out. It was right before the half, and when they scored a touchdown down the middle, and the first thing I was thinking is, in that situation, you cannot blitz from depth. You cannot bring a linebacker or a safety from their original position and have them blitz. That's too much time. That's too much time. If you're going to blitz, okay, that's fine. I get it. These guys need to be on the line, so the quarterback has to make a decision right now. But if you're coming from depth, it doesn't make it. There's no point. You give the offensive line, you give the running backs time to see what's going on. They can switch off. They can. It just I don't understand why we do it. And then half the time when Bubba Bolden or one of the safeties are coming from the outside, they stop. They run into the backfield. A guy steps up to them and they stop. Like what? Keep going.
Yeah.
Try to run him over or try to dip inside or outside, but they just stop and they stand and they try to jump and throw it. So we're bringing pressure, but we're not getting pressure. So again, that leaves our secondary. We're hanging them out to dry. You know, like I call it, like my coach used to tell me, Coach McGriff, Coach Shannon, Coach Tim Walton, Coach Levitt used to tell us all the time, look, these guys are on scholarship too. So you bringing these late blitzes, you're hanging us out to dry. So the blitzing, man, I can, you can see it every time. But the worst part is that you can't blitz from depth. It just takes too long.
What do you see there, Jordan? Is it a predictability? Is it just too many delayed blitzes that aren't hitting home? What do you see with our blitzing packages?
I mean, I would throw it back a little bit to what Chavez was saying earlier, how everything's intertwined on defense, right? If the defensive line isn't creating any havoc, like when those blitzes come, right? Because, I mean, we're a four-man front, right? So there's an extra lineman every play. So, I mean, we're sending those late blitzes. We're not creating havoc with the front four anyways. Like, it's easy pickings for the offensive line, man. It's just kind of cascading failures, right? It's like we're calling the wrong plays. We're in wrong position. We're not getting pressure immediately. So it's like nothing's working. Nothing's working. And that's from rip, right? Right as the ball is snapped, nothing's working on defense. So I don't know how to fix that. I mean, that's why I'm doing a YouTube show and not on the sideline, right?
Is there anything that we can do to help disguise these delayed blitzes, Chavez, or are these just so far screwed up that we really can't disguise them anymore?
You can't. When you're playing Division I football and you're playing against coaches who have coached in the NFL and who have coached years, like he said, they're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're teaching these quarterbacks in the offenses. They teach us, even on defense, they teach us that even the small differences in where guys line up will tell you what's about to happen. So if Bubba Olden is a safety and now all of a sudden he's lining up in the box, he's probably going to blitz. 9 times out of 10, Bubba Bolden always blitzes on the outside. So if he's in the box and he's lining up outside the defensive end, he's probably going to blitz. You can try to disguise it as a coverage. Maybe we have some coverages that look like that, and that's fine. But again, the thing about this is to time up the snap or to have the quarterback make a decision right now. It's not for him to see the blitz coming from 8 yards away. That doesn't help. So if we're going to blitz, then we need to be timing up the snap, or you need to be at the line. I don't know if you guys watch NFL football too, if you're a football fan, but the Miami Dolphins, they have this package where they line up everybody, the whole defense. Everybody's lined up at the line. And so they have 2 packages though. So when the ball snaps, either everybody will blitz or everybody will drop out. So, and it looks great because most of the time it works, but they're lined up at the line. So when the blitz works, it works. Because by the time the quarterback gets to his 3-step drop, guys are in his face because they're coming from the line. They're not coming from 8 yards away where they got to run 8 yards to get to the line, then another 5 yards to get to the quarterback. So, but again, that comes to coaching. If you know that our D line isn't going to get any pressure, they're not taking up bodies, then we need to line guys up at the line. So these offensive linemen have to make a decision right now: who am I going to block and who we're going to let go. And then the running back has to decide where am I going to step up, who am I going to pick up. So again, it comes back to coaching. I think we got to find a better way to do it.
So, am I fair at saying that this is more of an issue with scheme than it is with talent?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, coaches tell you where to blitz from.
Yep.
Right. So they tell you, hey, you're going to blitz from depth. You're going to blitz from here. So, but as a coach, if I know that you blitzing from 5 yards away isn't creating any pressure, why am I going to tell you to blitz from 5 yards away? I don't care if that's the scheme. The ultimate scheme is to create pressure or to get a sack. So I know it may fit the scheme to say, hey, blitz from 5 yards away. But if you're blitzing 5 yards away, the quarterback has time to make a pass, then why am I blitzing? So I think it's up to the coaches to say, hey, look, this package we have isn't work. We need to run some stunts. We need to blitz guys from the line. We need to have them drop out, whatever it is. But we've got to find a way to create some pressure because, I mean, my guy had all day back there, especially if we're just bringing 4. He's got all day. He's hanging out. He's making sandwiches back there, and he's making all the throws.
Yeah.
Well, one more spot we got to talk on here, guys, and it's something that unfortunately was a very negative point, was special teams. I frankly don't know what direction to go anymore for our kick return, punt return game. I really don't. We've got athletes. We've got guys who can catch a football and run.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this hard. Jordan, what do we got to do, man?
Don't touch it. That's all you got to do is don't touch it. Don't even send out a returner back there, man. I mean, we had this problem. What was it? Was it last season or was it 2 years ago? Where we literally, like all the content creators were saying, don't even send anyone back there. I think it was last season.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Still.
Who's teaching these guys how to catch punts, man? Jonathan Packey, that's who.
Packey, yep. Packey's job has been saved by Headley and the Borregales brothers. Everything else has been outright atrocious.
I hope that he is sending a few grand out of each paycheck to the Borregales family.
Seriously.
He should. He really should.
Chavez, what do you think about our special teams, especially our return units? What can we do to bring some life to that side of the ball?
I don't know, man. I didn't start returning punts and kicks until I got to the University of Miami. Coach Shannon put me back there for whatever reason. So I will say that punts are a little hard and a little scary to catch.
Yeah.
But you have to find it's kind of like an it factor. Some guys it doesn't bother them. It doesn't, like, they want that moment. Other guys they want to get back there and see what it's like. So I think we have to find somebody who has that it factor, somebody or Coach Shannon used to say, look, just catch the ball. I don't care about a return. Just catch the ball. Save us a first down, or save us 10 yards because the ball, it'll hit, it'll bounce, it'll run back, Yeah. And they used to always tell us, put your heels on the 10-yard line. If the ball goes over your head, let it go. So I think you got to find the right guy. Even if you just send somebody back there and say, look, I don't want to return. I just want you to catch the ball. That's it. But yeah, I think maybe they haven't found the right guy. And my guy tonight, man, he drove me crazy.
Yeah.
Because I think he muffed the punt and he picked it up and he tried to run and he fumbled it. I'm like, look, man, once you muff the punt, just fall on it, bro. Just leave it. Yep. That's it. Because you can't really fix it after that. Yeah. So that one, I was stressed out on that one. But maybe they haven't found the guy. Maybe there's no guy with the it factor. But put somebody back there with short hands. Maybe you put Rambo back there and tell him, look, man, just catch the ball.
Yep.
Don't run. Every punt that comes, fair catch it, and let's go play offense.
Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't put Rambo back there. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a joke if we're not getting him the ball 10 times a game. Like, he is pretty clearly. I mean, Rooster is showed out, right? Rooster is also on that level, but there's not really anybody else like Rambo. You know, if we're not, just throw him a bubble screen, hand the ball off to him, do whatever you have to do, send him out for punt returns. Just get the ball in his hands, man. We don't have athletes like him. Well, players. We don't have skilled players like him.
So from what I'm gathering here, then this is not just about the fact that, because a lot of people think in special teams you just get a fast guy back there, you get him the ball, and
Right.
he makes magic. This is a mental game. It's a major mental game, and especially like you said, Chavez, in the punting game, because it's a totally different vibe from that. How do you get players who have had issues with these kind of issues? Can you correct them, or are they the type of mistakes that cannot be corrected?
I mean, they say coaching can fix anything, but at the same time, man, like I said, I think it's really just an it factor, which is why you don't see many Devin Hesters come through. When have we seen another guy like that before or after him? It's really just an it factor. Guys who have that vision and who have that, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just an it factor. So you can try to coach a guy, you can try to put it into him, but I think at this point, at this stage in their career, young guys or old guys, like I said, you put somebody back there, you tell them fair catch it, let's go play offense. There has never been there wasn't a Devin Hester before Devin Hester. There won't be another one after him. You have guys like Dante Hall, who was really good, Devin Hester, but after that, maybe Deion Sanders, but that list is really short, man. That list is really short. When you're standing back there by yourself and that ball is just hanging, and these guys are flying down the field and they can't wait to get to you. And the hardest part is you're looking at the ball. You don't know where these guys are. You don't know if I'm going to get the ball and they're right in your face. So again, man, it's very nerve wracking. And I think it really just comes down to it factor, man. Good punt returners are few and far in between.